Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Thought I'd give you a little update on the fields here. This is field 3. As you can see, it's doing fairly well. There are some bare spots out there, but I think that's, with the way we were doing things, I think that's to be expected. These field 4 here, we've had some fairly decent rains in the last couple days. Not heavy rains, but rains, enough rain to get these to come up. And so most all of field 4 has come up. Now there were, we ran out of seeds, and so these last 4 rows here were not completed because there was no seeds to plant it. But things seem to be coming up well in the other parts of this. Looks like we have about, I don't know, it's looking pretty good. It looks like we got like 90% germination. Yeah. And these just started to come up yesterday, so they're really new. In fact, that one right there probably poked its head out this morning. Same with that one. And I'm just going through, like, you know, little spots like this, just making sure that there's nothing impeding the plants from coming up. So I'm pleased with this. So payday, which, you know, technically it's supposed to be today, but it takes a couple days for all the process to work through the bank. So we're probably not going to continue on this until like Monday. I think we got a little bit less of a germination rate over on this side. I think nothing has come up in this row. It started to come up in that row over there, but nothing. I don't know, maybe we ran out of seeds here as well, because yeah, I don't think, yeah, none of these, there's nothing coming up here. So we, even with the extra seeds I bought, looks like we only had enough to plant half of field 4 here, because nothing except that first row there is coming up over on this side. So we're just going to have to get a full can of seeds. They're like 3,100 pesos. That's a big bite for us at the moment, but you got to do what you got to do. We have to get these, we have to finish getting these planted. And we're not going to be able to order more drip line, but at least we can get, I don't know, 80% of field 5 planted this next month, and then the month after, hopefully we'll be able to order some more drip line, and we'll be able to clean up field 6 and get it planted as well. These next 2 months are going to be pretty stressful for the wallet, because the fish are getting bigger. They're eating more and more every day, and we still have to get these fields done. And we're a couple months away from a harvest on the fish as well, so they're a pretty big drain on what we've got going on, dollar-wise, peso-wise, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this side of field 4 is doing very well. Very well. So as you can see, it's kind of cloudy today as well. It might rain, might not. But if it doesn't rain today and it doesn't rain tomorrow, then I will water and keep these plants doing what they're supposed to be doing. What happened here? Needs a little tension on it. There, that's a little better. Just going through and checking things. You know, these bananas along there, we were never able to water, and the mature ones they didn't like it, and we need to clean on the plateau. The bananas up there made it through the drought. We were able to water them enough to keep them alive, but they definitely need some attention. They need to be cleaned around and fertilized. And the fields need to be fertilized. We need to get another sack of fertilizer. This line here needs a little more tension on it as well. They stretch a bit, and using this, we're using nylon fishing line to keep tension on these, on the drip line, and it just doesn't work as well as a fixed rubber it doesn't bind it as well because it doesn't keep constant tension on it. And if if you make it tight enough to where it keeps constant tension on it, it stretches it. So it's a pretty fine balance. You want to keep a little bit of tension on it, but you don't want a lot, because you put a lot of tension on it, it'll just stretch it out. And eventually, if it stretches enough, then the emitters will move away from the holes in the plastic and it won't properly water. But those were the only two drip lines that needed any adjustment. Other than that, wow, the sun's coming out. Other than that, they're all looking good. So that's the update on the fields. I didn't show you fields 1 and 2 because I've kind of kept you posted a little bit on those. But we'll take a quick look here. Quote-unquote field 2 is doing better. That watering that we did 3 or 4 days ago, whenever it was, has made a pretty good difference. As you can see, the plants are doing much better, as are the bananas. And field 1 up there, well, yeah, you can see it's just a jungle in there. I would just love it if all the fields were like that. There's going to be a lot of squash in there in field 1. It's even, we were thinking about going through and fertilizing, but we're going to hope that the pond water will be nutritious enough to where we won't have to fertilize. Because if you walk around in there and fertilize at each hole in the plastic, you can do a lot of damage to the plants. And they're so thick in there that it's pretty much they're just on their own. And we're just hopeful that the fish water or the pond water will work. But these bananas are doing great. Alrighty, thank you everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.